Yeah, completely. Growing up, my father was in the Chicano rights movement. All my tios served in the military. That was the only way they could pay for college. My parents picked grapes, they picked almonds, they picked peaches when they were growing up as teenagers. My mom worked in a canning house for Del Monte when she was a teenager. Everything that they did throughout their life was what they were supposed to be at the end of their life, and they didn't accept that. They wanted something better for themselves, and they achieved that, and they've always talked to me about that, about the pride you need to have, knowing where you come from, knowing your culture, and realizing that you have a great opportunity to come back and help people of your same culture. When I told them that I wanted to be a teacher, that was one of the things that they said, even though my dad told me not to be. He wanted me to be a lawyer, because he said teachers don't get paid enough. In teaching for 10 years now, I realized that. So I married a lawyer instead. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that sense of pride was always a part of my life growing up. I love it. I love the students. The students are really polite. I've taught at some big high schools. I taught in the Bay Area for a year in Redwood City. I taught at Annalee, which was a really nice school. People there are really nice also. It's very, very good. Has a very nice culture. But I like R.U.P because I see familiar faces. I see students very much maybe from my parents' position growing up. Students that have a lot of circumstances that shouldn't allow those types of students to go to college. And I love the fact that I can come to a place where I can help those students get to that level and improve that aspect. Because I know that a lot of you already live rich and full lives, and there's a lot of love for you at home. But there's also another part of life that I come to work trying to get you to, and that's to this other realm, and this other part of your life that you guys could enjoy, and that's a well-rounded education to make you a much fuller person. And I feel like that's my role on this earth for my profession. Like, that's something that I love to do. Yeah, he was actually my 9th grade teacher. My dad taught Spanish, and he taught U.S. history at Comstock Junior High. And so I went to Comstock. My dad would get to work at 7 when school started at 8:30. He was a very, very hard worker. I obviously would not get a ride at 7 o'clock to Comstock, so I would wake up and walk. And then I had him in 9th grade, and I was the only son. I had 2 older brothers, Christopher and Paul. And I'm the baby of the family. And I was the only son to get an A in his class. So I was proud of that. But he also gave me a detention for calling him dad once. So that was fun. And my dad did lunch detention at Comstock, so I would see him once in a while, and he was never really impressed when I was in there with him. But I thought it was good because my dad was very much like students loved my dad, but they loved him because he was kind of mean, and he kind of made fun of him, kind of like somebody I know, you know? So the students loved him, so I think that's definitely an influence in the way I teach. But it was fun having him. He threw my friend out of class once. That was fun. I got him in trouble too. It was great. And then my friend slammed the door really loud, and then he opened the door and said sorry. And then we all went to the window, and he was strangling a rock. It was very chaotic. He had a meltdown. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I was absolutely scared of my dad until I was 18. He was very much an authoritative figure in my life. You do what's right because you're supposed to do it. I used to call my dad sir when I was like in grade school. I would just call him sir. And he was in the Army, so I don't think he took offense to it. But I would say, yes, sir. And then once I got to college, then our relationship changed. And now we're best buds. So that was the nice transformation. And I appreciated that about him in retrospect. Like, he's always been of the standpoint, he's not my friend, he's my father. And then once you get to where you're supposed to go, then that's what you do. And now I would say my favorite memories are maybe playing golf with my dad. Back when I was a kid, my favorite memories of my dad would be when he would step up if we didn't have a head coach for baseball. And my dad wasn't really a huge sports guy, but he would always step up, and if he needed to be involved in some part of my life, and athletics were my life when I was a kid, that he would always step up and take on a role that he wasn't familiar with, but it made me realize how much he cares about what I love to do, and that would always mean a lot. But I would say now, yeah, just golfing with him, going fishing. Now when he hangs out with my kid, it's really funny to watch, because my dad will be doing yard work. He's 74 years old, and he's out in the backyard like pulling weeds and stuff, and my baby will be out there at 2 years old like picking weeds, then like throwing rocks. It's pretty, and it's cute.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Rios.
Hi, my name is Jessica Espinoza.
Hi, my name is Edgar Garcia.
Hi, my name is Polani Sais.
Hi, my name is Julian Rivas.